Instagram is not alerting people that I'm going live. They're killing me. They're trying to silence me. What's up, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch? No one's getting notifications that I'm going live. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch, when are you going to start paying Brad? Maybe we should, what you should do with the money you make off the Misfits, we could get a trust fund going to get Brad a head reduction, or maybe a bigger body to fit his head. What's up, Kian? How are you, baby? Well, the first thing I want to touch on today has to do with the coronavirus, but it has more to do with fucking fake news and the fucking race baiters and the fucking New World Order that would love to see fucking martial law in the United States. I've been hearing nonsense about how the National Guard is ready and businesses are boarding up, they're expecting civil unrest, this and that, yada, yada, yada. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. Quite possibly one of the hottest places during the civil rights movement of the 1960s. You know, here in Montgomery, they had fucking German shepherds, police dogs, breaking up groups of civil rights protesters. And I just left Walmart here in Montgomery. And I'll tell you what, I was one of the few white people there. There's no civil unrest. Everyone is calm. Everyone is just getting what they need. They had plenty of bottled water. They had plenty of toilet paper. I think all that nonsense has passed, with the exception of maybe Florida. I don't think there's any fucking toilet paper in Florida, which I don't understand. All this talk, the fake news, that Americans are going to start turning on each other for supplies, and there's going to be looting and burglaries and murders and rape and pillage. It's all fucking nonsense. All fucking nonsense. I just left the Walmart in Montgomery, Alabama, and it was nothing but peaceful. People just being good citizens, maintaining social distancing. I didn't see anyone really hoarding stuff. Tons of paper towel, tons of fucking toilet paper, tons of bottled water. Not a lot of hamburger. Jesus Christ. People are eating some motherfucking hamburger during all this. And I understand why, because you can use ground beef to make many, many, many dishes. And many different ethnic dishes. Look at Italian food, Mexican food, Asian food. A lot of it calls for ground beef. Not to mention, it's about 80 degrees and sunny here in Alabama. So the people around here have got the backyard barbecue going and are cooking up some big, thick, juicy burgers. Hey, Raw Rod, what's up, you homo? But I mean that in a good way. Yeah, this is all nonsense. You only hear about the fucking left-wing hacks on CNN and MSNBC talking about martial law and needing the National Guard. People aren't going to start looting. This isn't a hurricane, okay? This isn't Katrina. This is basically a month-long, nationwide, backyard keg party and fucking barbecue, okay? Think of it that way. A month to get to know your neighbors and drink shit tons of beer and have that grill going every fucking night. Having a beer on the front porch, but maintain your social distancing, of course. I haven't seen any bad behavior. But I will tell you what, this cop that was outside at the entranceway, I don't know if you guys have been to Walmart since Walmart started their new policy where everybody goes in single file, one at a time, and everybody comes out single file, one at a time. They're limiting the number of people in the stores. So when you get to the checkout lane, there is absolutely no line. You're basically waiting in line outside in the fresh air instead of waiting in line inside, spreading germs in the store. I was skeptical when I first heard about it, but my first time experiencing it, I think it works because there's no line in the checkout lanes. You walk right up to a cashier, and that's where the problem was. People lined up at the cashier. So now they're limiting people going in the store, and you're outside in the sunshine. It's 80 and sunny here. You fucking sneeze right now in Montgomery, Alabama. That coronavirus is hitting the sunshine and dying. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. This cop was that's outside the front door of the Walmart, a fucking monster. I'm not saying he was Ronnie Coleman, but he was probably 6'2", 240, fine African-American gentleman with some big fucking arms. And of course he had handcuffs and a gun on him too. People aren't going to fuck around. People were behaving themselves. So I think that's great. Part of the problem at Walmart is, from what I've seen the past couple weeks, is the mentally ill and the homeless kind of migrating to Walmart because that's where the activity is. Well, I think having a cop there at the front door is going to put an end to that. This is not Hurricane Katrina. People are not going to be breaking into businesses and walking off with televisions. At least I don't think so. If they do, they deserve to get motherfucking shot. So anyway, that's just my little message about the current state of humanity. Humanity seems to be doing okay. So don't listen to the goddamn television. I was listening to some fool on the radio today. He almost seemed happy that this is happening because the earth is cleansing itself so rapidly right now with America's, or the world economy shut down. I mean, the left-wing fucking socialist environmentalists, they are loving this. Because waterways, like in Venice, Italy, you can actually see the fish in the canals in Venice, Italy right now. If you don't believe me, look it up on the internet. Here's the warning right now from Big J. The socialists are watching and the environmentalists are watching. They're going to be more, what's the right word? They're going to have more fervor than ever to take over the healthcare industry, natural resources, and the economy. They are going to use what they're learning right now. The climate's not going to change in 2 months, but it's just amazing how fast air quality and water quality can clean up. I mean, the earth is an amazing fucking thing. And you guys know me, I'm no environmental wacko, but I'm not going to look at crystal clear evidence and refute it either. I'm not that ignorant. If someone wants to tell you that areas of the world, the air and the water aren't getting cleaner at an obscenely rapid pace, they're a climate denier. I just want to make sure we need to see the fucking future and realize that the communists are going to use this against us. They are going to want to shut down the economy anytime there's anything from now on. You mark my words. You mark my motherfucking words. This thing could backfire on the U.S. economy and the United States way of life. Maybe not today, maybe not 2 months from now, but the next time the communists put pressure on the president to shut down the goddamn government or the economy. Earth was created by an eternal being that made it too perfect to the point we don't freeze to death or burn to death. So I'm assuming you believe in Jesus Christ. Well, that's good. Hey, I support my religious friends because a lot of us have a lot of the same worldview, a lot of the same values, a lot of the same ethics, morals. I just don't share your trust in a supreme being. I think I'm a Darwinist. I really do. Because if you're a Darwinist, go back 200 years, someone would have already conked Jason Genova over the head with a fucking hammer by now, before he could breed. You know, we got people with Down syndrome now getting married, and I don't have a problem with that. There's probably even a chance 2 Down syndrome people could have a normal baby. I'm no scientist. Maybe someone wants to research that right now while I'm still alive. We don't need retards marrying other retards and having kids. This is why mental health and retardation was not a huge problem throughout history, because they didn't procreate. You know, now we got Karen on Facebook advocating for her child's autistic rights. You know, so we're gonna have fucking autistics fucking sitting at home making fucking government money for not working because they're autistic, raising fucking families. They need to ban smoking in public. I tend to agree with you there, even though I'm pretty much a staunch libertarian, much more than I am a Republican. A lot of Republicans make me sick. So I think if you're outside, you should be able to fucking smoke whatever the fuck you want. I don't care if you want to smoke crack. Go smoke crack. I agree with you with the cigarettes, man. People barely walk outside a door and huddle as close as they can to an entrance to a building. I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes I walk through that smoke cloud, I feel a little sick. And I smoke when I'm drunk. You guys have all seen me pounding fucking menthols, one right after another, when I'm drunk. When I'm not drunk, The smell of smoke makes me sick. Here's my libertarian take on smoking and basically everything. I believe in individual rights, and I believe in property rights. Here's where you got to think about it. When your right starts to interfere with someone else's right, that's when I start to not respect your right. Now, I know that's could be tricky, but think of it this way. People have the right to gay marriage, right? I don't want to argue that point right now. All right, let's leave the marriage word out of it. People have a right to be in gay relationships. If we leave the word marriage out, no one can lie. No one can argue it. I have a right to decency, and my friends who are married, who have children, they have a right to decency. So if I'm going somewhere, let's say I'm going somewhere with Brad and Valerie, and Valerie has her son with him, 10-year-old man, we all have the right to decency. If we're walking in a restaurant, we shouldn't have to walk by two homosexual men making out, okay? You want to go back to your bedroom and have homosexual sex? I won't be there. I'll guarantee it. I won't be there. I'm not coming to your bedroom. So don't bring your homosexuality to my restaurant, because I know you have a right to be a homosexual. God bless you. Go suck some dick. I'm happy for you. God bless America. Don't be doing it where me or my friends that have families have to walk by it. So that's my little rant on personal freedoms. I believe in personal rights. I will fight for your right, even if I don't believe in it, because it's your right. And the minute they take away your rights, they're coming after mine. Your right cannot start to infringe on mine. So like the smoking in public, that infringes on my right to have clean air, my right to decency, and your right to homosexuality. So we need to keep what goes on in the bedroom. Fuck Dale. Two-faced chance. He got loaded and started talking shit about Lenny and got cheeky about you. Okay, here's the deal with that. If I come down hard on Dale about that, I'm not. I've already exchanged messages with Dale that night and the morning after. And I'm not going to talk about that. That's between me and Dale. If I come down publicly on Dale about what he did, I would be the world's biggest hypocrite on the face of the planet. So I'm not going to do that, because everybody knows Dale was drunk on wine, and wine, it makes you nuts. Some of you guys that only drink beer or only drink liquor, you know what I'm talking about. Wine makes you nuts. We've all dated that girl that gets drunk on wine, and you got to break up with her. She's nuts. I'm not saying Dale gets a free pass for what he did, but he gets one from me, because what Dale did once, I've done hundreds, if not thousands of times. So if someone wants to give Dale a hard time, it's going to be someone besides me. Because the minute I know how the troll, I'm starting to understand the troll code. The troll code is very simple. Always do the right thing. So if I make myself a huge hypocrite and come down hard on Dale for something I've done maybe 1,000 times, the trolls are going to come after me. They're not going to come after Dale. So that's that. And Dale feels bad. Oh, look, someone's already saying it, kiss assening. No, it's not. I'm actually saving my own ass from the fucking trolls. It has nothing to do with Dale. We all know if I criticize Dale for something I do all the fucking time, the trolls are going to get their panties in a bunch and then fucking attack me harder than they're attacking Dale. I just want to stay out of it, man. I learned my lesson. Always do the right thing, and the trolls will leave you alone. Justice Boomer McCarthy syndrome. I don't know really what that means. You guys think that's some kind of insult to call me a boomer. Kind of a compliment in a way. Like, here's a guy. By calling me a boomer, you're saying I would rather get a case of beer and hop on a riding lawnmower and get fucked up at 2 in the afternoon than wait till 11 o'clock at night and get in some bullshit clothes and go to some bullshit club. Yeah, then I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. I'd rather be on a riding mower with my shirt off, my belly hanging out, pounding beers, cutting grass, than at some club where there's just that techno music and fake smoke and fucking, people fucking glow sticks. Yeah, I'm a boomer. I don't like people with glow sticks. If you got a glow stick, stay the fuck away from me. Unless we're fishing. Alright, I have more respect for Dale than Lord Retard, who eats at Burger King 24/7, making a mockery of bodybuilding. Jason doesn't even train anymore. Looks all stop talking about Jason being in the bodybuilding world. You gotta train to be part of the bodybuilding world, unless you just want to be a journalist. If you want to lose your muscle, get skinny, and be a journalist, then you don't have to train to be in the bodybuilding community. But if you're not training and you're not a journalist, you're not part of the community. You're just a shit talker. All right, here's a good question. Why did you go after Harper's wife? Because they went on vacation right when this shit was starting. Right when all the cruise ships were fucking starting to talk about shit going down and all the problems in Italy were really starting to erupt, the Harpers decided to go on vacation. If you don't trust me, check their pages. I have no respect for them. I'm not saying because there's problems in Italy or problems in Japan or problems in South Korea. It really hadn't hit the United States yet, except maybe New York City, Seattle. And the Harpers had to try and squeeze in one more vacation. That is the ultimate douchebag move. I have no respect for that. None. I'm not saying hunker down in your bunker. Don't take an unnecessary risk and get on a goddamn plane. And they even got on a cruise ship. And then fucking pussy-ass Adam Harper fucking posts a bullshit picture pulling that fucking tranny wife of his on water skis. Oh, we're so happy to be back in Florida now that it's a little warmer. You fucking pussy. It barely ever goes below 70 degrees in Florida. You little fucking thumbless faggot. What do you mean a little warmer? Maybe we need to fucking pump that alligator's stomach and find your thumb and shove it up your fucking ass. Keep you warm, fucking homo. Get the fuck out of here, Adam Harper. And that chick of yours with a dick, and those two ugly little kids, you all can... I hope that your next vacation to Hawaii, you all get eaten by a fucking shark. The world would be better off without the fucking four of you losers. Fuck Harper and his wife, fucking selfish liberal fucking scumbags. They are reasons for the fuck-ups in our country. I don't know if they're liberal. Adam Harper's a rabid Michigan fan. I'm not holding back on him because he's one of my own. Brad and Andrew told me that his TV room, his little man cave, where the TVs and the drinks and the smoke, I guess it's all decorated in Michigan Wolverine shit. It don't matter. Being from Michigan doesn't make you my friend. I gotta fucking respect you. It means more to me than where you're from. Give a fuck where you're fucking from or who your team is. I'm an American before I'm a goddamn Michigan Wolverines fan. I don't care if you're a Alabama Crimson Tide fan or an Ohio State Buckeye fan. If we get along and we have a lot in common, we can get along 6 out of 7 days. Let's just not be friends on college football Saturdays. I mean, that's real easy to fucking handle. College football shouldn't decide your friends. That's immature as fuck. Jay, do things ever fall off your truck? It's pretty hard to do nowadays, bruh. Almost impossible. And I generally don't have anything that's worth anything. 2 years ago, I had a tractor trailer full of guns going to Dick's Sporting Goods. Dude, the security measures on that load were so tight. I wasn't even allowed to get fuel on that load. I was given instructions, make sure you fill up your tanks before you pick up the load. What am I going to do, steal a pallet of mac and cheese? What the fuck am I going to do with it? This live needs to be put in the Misfit Museum. Yeah, I got a lot to say today. Hey, Jay, let's see if you run a 10-minute mile. In fact, let's see if you run it all. Dude, I'll tell you what. Fuck no, I can't run no 10-minute mile. Are you fucking stupid? Dude, in 2012 or 2011, when I was training for that strongman, where I won the over 40 Florida's Strongest Man, I did run 10-minute miles. I could run 3 miles in 30 minutes. And dude, I was like 270 fucking pounds. It sucked. That's moving for a big man. So no, I can't do that. Are you kidding me? You can't run 10-minute miles over 300 pounds and be a beer drinker. No way. But yeah, I used to. I know what 10-minute miles are like. I did it. I know how to run a 10-minute mile. It's brutal when you're big. It's fucking brutal. No, the gyms in Alabama are closed. I got a load going to Walmart Monday morning. I'm basically parked for the next 2 days. Listen here, going to Walmart Monday morning. I got 41,820 pounds of sugar. No, I'm not drinking Steel Reserve with infused flavors. Sorry, no TRT this month. Bully Express confiscation. You guys are assholes. I could actually skip my TRT this week, save that CC of test for the future, because I don't really need to take it, because I'm doing the T400 blend, and I believe in the T400 blend, it has the testosterone decanate. That's a long-acting ester, just like nandrolone decanate. Should have been a train conductor instead of a trucker. No, I don't think I'd like that. I haven't talked to Lenny in a little bit. Not since I heard he fucked up fucking Aladdin's Bentley. You guys should see all the door dings and all the dents in that little blue, whatever you call that thing that Lenny drives. That thing is so beat up from Lenny driving that thing around on GHB. Oh my God. It's absolutely hysterical. My hematocrit, is that what it's called? Your red blood cell count is sky high. I haven't been feeling good the last couple days. I know I need to give blood. Absolutely. T400 is a blast. Yeah, real bad PIP. Pain after... What's that mean? What's PIP? Wait, what's PIP stand for? Post-injection pain. Okay. Oh, God, that T400 PIP is bad. Oh. Your body fucking comes in right away and scurries all that oil away. Then you're left with 400 milligrams of powder in your ass. I'm telling you, now, I like the T400 blend. It's like Cestanon. You know, it's got the different esters in it. I like that when I'm doing low amounts of test. In fact, if you're doing low amounts of test, I think there's no beating Cestanon. It's the shit. But if you're gonna start doing 2, 3, 4 cc's of test a week, you can't be doing Cestanon. You don't want to be doing all that testosterone decanate, because that's like a horrible, horrible, horrible testosterone, unless you're just doing TRT levels. When you do a big blast cycle, you need to switch to cypionate or enthanate. What are you sipping on? What are you with the DOT? Who are you, Big Rob? Do you still like plump women, Jay? That's a Duck Dynasty quote. That's Phil Robertson when he was talking about Miss K. I love a plump woman. Dude, I love Phil Robertson. That dude kills me. Absolutely kills me. I could watch Duck Dynasty just over and over and over again. I never stop laughing at Duck Dynasty, because the sons are almost as hysterical as Phil. Even though Jeb and Willie are different than each other, they both have certain mannerisms that are identical to Phil. They kill me. They absolutely fucking kill me. I think more Americans need to watch Duck Dynasty. It seems like America is enamored with this Tiger King bullshit right now. No, that's not for Big J. Tiger King is not for Big J. I mean, I think it's funny. If I want to make myself a more complete, more better person and maybe learn something, I'm going to Duck Dynasty. The things you can learn from Phil or Uncle Si, whoa. I mean, I love how Uncle Si relates everything to Vietnam. It fucking kills me. That might be where I came up with the there's no leg press when you're knee deep in the muck in Vietnam. Uncle Si doesn't train. But I guarantee you, if Uncle Si was a fucking power lifter, he would tell you, there ain't no leg press when you're knee-deep in the muck in Vietnam. Fucking kills me. Jay, you could be on Tiger King. You know, dude, I was thinking about shaving the sides and then shaving right there, so I could do like a mini mullet, and then instead of having a beard, just have sideburns and a goatee. Just while we're on quarantine and you really don't care what you look like, why not just have some fun? I was thinking about doing a little Tiger King haircut beard trim. Coath Debbie I like Coath Debbie. I know she's gotten a little older since Andrew first filmed her. Debbie's got to be, 55? She's not bad for 55, really. I mean, considering she's probably done fucking Tren and Anadrol. I squatted and leg press. Can tell you that the leg press gave me bigger legs, because I can put my legs low and really train knee extension. Absolutely. If you do leg press properly and take your knees back to your fucking ears and not care how many plates you put on there, yeah, you're going to build some fucking strength. Don't care about the weights you put on the leg press. Work on the range of motion. Think about this for a second. If I can increase my range of motion my ROM on the leg press. And I can go knees to ears with my leg press. Now, I don't care how much weight you're using. I really don't, because there's no contest for leg press. That's going to help your squat, because when you compete in the squat, you only have to break parallel. Right? If you're training the fucking leg press, ankles to ears, like some porn star whore, and then you go in a powerlifting meet, you only have to squat down to parallel, you've got all this strength below parallel that you've developed in the leg press. Oh, this dipshit in the truck next to me just started his truck. This is how it starts. It's not even that hot. It's really nice and sunny. One dipshit decides he needs his air conditioning and fires up his truck. We all have to shut our windows and fire up our truck. And I was fine. But back to the leg press. Who cares how much you leg press? When these Instagram fucking thoughts, when these bitches post pictures of them doing 1,000-pound leg press, but they can't free squat 225, that should tell you something. The leg press is meaningless unless you're using it as a tool to increase your squat. I don't care what you squat. You only need to squat to parallel, because that's what legal is. If you take your leg press deeper, you're going to build muscle below the point where you need to change directions in the squat, and that can only be a good thing. Same thing with the hack squat. I see videos of people like Dale, going 7, 8 plates on the hack squat. That's how you wind up like Ronnie Coleman. I'm not saying I haven't gone 7 plates in the hack squat before, because I have. Obviously, those days are long gone. Ass to grass is for homosexuals. In the squat, I agree with you, but not in the leg press. Let's go back to before I tore my tendons, and I used to be able to squat 5 plates for 10 reps. If I could squat 10 plates, 5 plates on its side, 495 for 10. What good would it do me on the leg press to go 10 plates each side and do Lenny reps? And now as a teenager, I did that. As a teenager and in my 20s, I used to leg press heavy. But I started, as I got older, I'm not saying I got more intelligent, I learned, why do I need to go heavy on leg press? I just went heavy on the squat. Why don't I work on my range of motion? I already went heavy. I'm going to be bigger and stronger tomorrow, no matter what I do. See, that's the thing. If you squat right, you squat hard, you get done with your squat, you're already going to be bigger and stronger tomorrow. Why do you need to go heavy again? Ego. You want to be like a Dave Palumbo bodybuilder, get some pictures from the magazine. 20 plates each side. I've been in the emergency room lifting heavy. Don't want to fucking have your fucking femur come ripping out of your hip on the leg press and all that weight come slamming down on you. Trust me. So don't ever leg press more than twice you can squat. If you can squat 400, which I think applies to a large majority of my audience, guys that can do a nice legal parallel squat 400 for 1 rep, don't need to ever leg press more than 800. Work on taking 800 deeper and getting more reps. Working your hamstrings, working your glutes. Coath Karen is way hotter than Bessie and the Taco Queen. I don't know who Bessie is. I actually think Valerie's pretty smoking, but I like them dark like that. Blondes like Coath Karen, I view them as like human urinals. Like, let's see how long it takes to turn your hair green if I keep pissing on your head. Whereas a dark-haired brunette like the Taco Queen, she's pretty damn attractive, guys. Fess up. Haven't heard about Robzilla in a while. Well, yeah, I've been worried about Rob too, because, he's not working, and his girlfriend isn't working, so hopefully Rob's going to be okay. Obviously, Rob wanted to beat me up at one time, but I don't have any ill wishes against Rob. That's juvenile shit. Deadlifts for back or legs? That's a question that goes back to as far back as people have been arguing about bodybuilding or powerlifting. We could spend a 4-hour podcast talking about, should you do deadlifts for hamstrings or should you do deadlifts for back? Franco Colombo was one of my favorites. He used to deadlift every 2 weeks. Every 14 days, Franco would deadlift, and he would do it at the end of his leg routine, okay? Obviously it worked, but I don't think that's the best way to do it. He could have torn a hamstring doing it that way. He was lucky He never seriously tore a hamstring. He was probably on so much gear. He was recovering so incredible. He could get away with that. What I would do, if you want to squat and deadlift, if you want to be a big, massive daddy, let's just say, Jay, I want to be a big daddy. Okay, here's what you do. You do legs once a week, and you do them on Monday. You base your program around squats, hack squats, leg presses, and leg curl. 72 hours later, rather short recovery. On Thursday, you do back, but you start your back workout with deadlifts. That's still mostly a hamstring exercise. And I'll argue that to the day of my death. A lot of people say it's back. A lot of people say it's low back. No, it's not. It's hamstring. Do back on Thursday. And then 96 hours later, after your hamstrings have had 4 days to recover, do legs again on Monday. Squat on Monday, deadlift on Thursday. Build your program around that. Bench would be Tuesday and Friday. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ed Cohn, quite possibly the greatest powerlifter ever. He was just a little short guy, but he competed in the 220s and the 242s. No one cares about your workout plan. Actually, it's not my workout plan, you clown. It's Ed Cohn. Jennifer from the old gym was hot. I agree. I like Jennifer. Nobody listening to this buffoon. Tell me about what you've done in your life, bro. I've got 3 state championships in powerlifting, 1 national championship. Sorry. I've still got a middle school record in the 2-mile run at Baker Middle School in Troy, Michigan. 10:59 in the 2-mile. I used to have shot put and hammer throw records in track and field at Eastern Michigan University. I've done it all. I've been a distance runner. I've been a powerlifter. I've been a track and field thrower. So I don't know what you do. You probably look pretty good. You probably got, if you're going to criticize me like that, you probably got like some nice abs and you hang out at a CrossFit gym and you deal pussy. Well, good for you. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. It just means that like the chicks you're fucking have no interest in real science. Who's my favorite porn star? Shay Fox. 23 seconds remaining. I'm running out of beer.